Hey everyone, let me flip over to here. Oop. So here we are playing Fields of Mistria. As you guys are probably wondering is you don't actually see a camera this time around. For some reason tonight my camera has decided it is not going to work, and every time I did try it to make it work it just went down. Oh, let me turn this down. There we go. So every single time it made this issue where basically every time I tried to get it to work into OBS, it just froze and then decided not to work. So tonight we're just gonna do a stream where you guys are just kind of, let me do a few other things while I'm here. But it's gonna be just kind of a cozy stream with just us and the game. So the oopsies, but we will figure this out together. You know, a little stream delay, but it's all right. We do have our pet here. Let's pet him. Now let's pick him up. That's what they needed in Stardew Valley. Just like, let me pick him up and just put him down. Like, get out of the way. But he's just like, alright, I'm here. Now, do I have anything in here that I actually need to get rid of? Or like put away? Oh, duh. This is my backpack. I do have a dog treat for my doggy. Where is it? Dog treat. One shiny bead, gifted you by animals to thank for the kindness. Ooh. He gave me 3 of them. Aw, that's sweet. I'm over here just like, I just want to give it to him. Just because he's my doggy. Oh, there's a snail here. Let's see if we can use this bug net. Oh yeah. Got him. Rest of these are pretty much like everything along here is basically what we got for fishing or for our crops. I do think I have some crops in here actually. Is it rice? Maybe use ingredients. I don't know if I can go ahead and put them in here. I don't think so. It must be like one of those, like kind of like how the other in Stardew Valley placed by the water is what I'm guessing. But hopefully you guys are having a good day. I just got out of a 5-day weekend because we were off for, so we got the mines opening. If I have anything that I need to, oh yeah, I could basically up a lot of things if I want to. Reaching, woodcrafting, archaeology, marine scholar, fishing, weed line watcher, aquatic antiques, appealing reeling, greater range, catching a fish will sometimes refund the stamina. Ooh, I like that. Let's try to up something here. We got museum quality, which is digging up uncommon artifacts would be better. We got the seats, dive spots. Additional dig site will open in the western ruins. That's pretty cool. I haven't done a lot with wood. The wood crafting is crafting time. Breaking a branch will sometimes drop wood. Breaking a rock will sometimes drop stone. Chopping down a tree will occasionally drop forageables. That would be nice. Of course, a lot of these, you know, we can just get over time, but I think, well, we are like level 7 on this. I may do the appealing reel, or not the appealing reeling. Which one is it? Catch of the day? Yeah. I'll do that. Because it'd be nice to fish and then like not be able to like do anything. So, back to what I was saying. Yeah, I got off of a 5-day weekend because for us here, we have oddly the so we got, we're off for President's Day, which is today. And then after we got off for President's Day, we also got off for um Lincoln's birthday because around here apparently Lincoln's birthday is, one of a great thing to be around, and it happens when you're of course in the area. So it is funny that this is what we end up doing. And but I got a 5-day weekend out of it since Fridays I don't go to work. So I did a lot of creating this weekend though. A lot of creating. I've started doing some ACOs, which are they're called artist trading cards. And it's basically kind of like making these crafts, these like art pieces as like a trading card that you could get, and people basically buy those to get to have just some sort of art in their area, even to the point where they could go and let me make sure. Yeah, I figured I'm getting a little lofty. But basically what happens is you get to get these trading cards, and typically they're put on auction on eBay because it's actually pretty like they're kind of an affordable way to have art. And so I had put my first two up today and yesterday was it. And excuse me. But I put let's see. I put those two up. One is just kind of like a landscape that I made actually with oil pastels. I just got a new set of oil pastels over the weekend as well because I had remembered when I was younger that was so much fun for me, was to use those oil pastels. I'm gonna try to get this. So, yeah. And so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna get those again. And I'm gonna try it again. And so I did, and had a little bit of extra spending money and made those and got those instead. And so I decided to kind of experiment with these artist trading cards. I know one thing I'm going to have to end up doing with this is that I'm going to have to end up basically turning this into a basically get some sealant for the oil pastels because I don't want them to accidentally blend when they don't need to. So I figured that's probably a better idea for me to do that. And go from there. And so I will probably get that, but the other piece that I made was actually a clarinet playing music on a background of purple, pink, and yellow. And that's because I got inspiration for that particular piece based on my room, which with the camera being off, can't really tell, but my room is a lot of purples and pinks. Right now it's purple, pinks, and greens. But before I had mostly a yellow. Funny enough, I went from yellow and black to this kind of purple, pink, green setup. And for me, it was kind of the symbolization of those coming together in that particular piece of artwork, on top of course, my favorite instrument being the clarinet, because I played it for so long, it might as well be my favorite instrument at this point. But all jokes aside, my clarinet does mean a lot to me. I don't know if you guys have seen the like TikTok episode or the TikTok videos of where it's like your vital instrument. And part of me is like, would it be tarot cards or would it be my actual clarinet at this point? Because of how it is very vital to me, because I've played it since, 6th grade and I've had it for so long. Hell, the clarinet that I have right now is probably from at least 7th grade when I first upgraded my clarinet. So before I was set out with like, the starter instrument, basically, hey, we don't want you to end up it's basically what I call the instrument of, hey, we don't want you to break this, so we're going to start you out in a really starter instrument. And so we ended up starting with that. Oh, I forgot I could get in the water. And we started with that, and then me sticking with it for those few years, I upgraded to a wood clarinet. And the difference between the starter and the wood clarinet is basically the starter instrument is a plastic version because they don't, like I said about it being breakable, the plastic clarinet is not as breakable as the wood one is. So you kind of have to worry about that instance of that. But we're done. Yay. I guess I have to go tell someone that it's actually done. Anyway, but the plastic clarinet, for example, is less breakable than the wood one. The wood one, it can hit the ground and it will shatter. And I only know that because I've accidentally done that. I have accidentally shattered that wood clarinet, and it wasn't necessarily my fault. We can get to that story in a second. But I wonder if that one girl is in here. Her. Adeline. Let's see, where are you? Okay, yeah, she's in here somewhere. But we basically, the wood clarinet can shatter and the plastic clarinet doesn't. Which is, fine and dandy, and that's why they start you out on it. But the wood clarinet actually sounds a lot better than the plastic one. And that's just basically based on how it is played and how it sounds. Where in the world is this girl? I'm gonna guess she's on the other side. Oops. Where the hell did she go? Anyway. Oh. Toast to the host. Oh, Aylin. I'm mistaken that for, whatchamadoodle. For Adeline. Whoops. Let's see where the girl is. Okay, I think she's at the inn. We can go to the inn. But basically, the wood clarinet sounds better. The plastic one you start out on, and then you upgrade. And my actual wood clarinet I've probably had since as long as, I've had it in, 7th grade is when I upgraded. And it still is part of it because of when it broke. And now I can probably tell you guys about how it broke, because it necessarily was not my fault, because it was just kind of we're gonna do it like this, and it was like, this is the dumbest reason we should have done this, but we learned our lessons through me, so yay. I'm pretty good at teaching people lessons apparently, because I also need to we'll get some trout soup just to have for our upgrading. And there she is. She's up here. Hey. Turn in. Gather what you need for the bridge. That's great news. Come on, let's tell everyone. Okay, we're apparently telling everybody right now. So it's time, let's get the bridge repaired. Nice work, Heather. Now it's my turn. Just let me know we can help, Reese. So they're going to repair the bridge. And I'm going to pause the conversation just so I don't miss anything, since this is first time playing Fields of Mistria. We've been kind of just slowly going through it just to enjoy this game. I think it's adorable. I think these like little sprites are so cute and it's so pretty. So we got the Saturday market, which will be awesome. And hopefully I could sell some stuff. That would be cool. Yay! Now I can only cross the bridge just to go see what it looks like. Oh. Oh, so this is where okay, never mind. I see why we crashed over here and then the bridge is broken type of thing. Gotcha. I'm probably gonna also just head back home just to get some sleep. But, so the whole breaking the clarinet issue, we decided, okay, we're gonna go practice outdoors. It was kind of warm, kind of cool day for practicing our instruments. And the idea was we're gonna practice marching onto the field so we can practice like the competition aspect of it, where you basically, as a full entire marching band, you come up onto the field as though basically you're as like this group getting ready to perform together. Oops. And so you pretty much practice that you're all marching in the same step and you're not like running each other over, and you take your time getting out in the field so you look like this one big massive band. Which is all fine and dandy if you're not like our group, which is basically our practice field was this asphalt. You were on basically asphalt and some pavement. Like, you weren't, it wasn't an actual field. And that's simply because our school did not allocate for a marching band field. It just said, here, practice on this random hill back here. So, and the hill was basically all asphalt and pavement, which meant there were parking brakes. And band director thought, okay, it's going to be our brilliant idea is to basically, you're going to march out onto the field, and as you're marching out onto the field, you need to step over the parking brake. And basically you step over and you march out into the field. The thing is, we did not allocate for the idea that, oh, if we're going to be marching out onto the field, we need to basically have someone there to say, hey, you need to step over the parking brake. Because, well, said parking brake, what you're supposed to do is not look down. You're not allowed to look down when marching band. You have to keep your head up, your instrument up. So that means you aren't looking down to see where that parking brake is. You are supposed to basically not notice it's there, but somehow walk over it. And we're talking to the klutziest member of the marching band, aka me. And I wear that one with pride, especially after this incident. But we all are stepping over, and the first few people who have gone out in the field have stumbled because their foot has caught onto the edge of the brake. Or when they stepped over, but then didn't do it far enough so their back of their heels scraped against it. Basically, it was like, oh, someone's gonna fall eventually, we need to figure out how. And lo and behold, it was me. I fell. I hit the parking brake. I went down, face first, into the asphalt. Well, face and arm first, I should say, because my lovely self did not think, oh, I need to, try to catch myself. It was, oh crap, I fell, so I'm just gonna fall and we'll see what happens. And I fell, and my clarinet shattered, broke in half, and I myself hit head first into the asphalt and arm first. I was petrified over my clarinet because I knew it was over thousands of dollars, and we just ended up marching like it was nothing, like it wasn't that much money. And the rest of the marching band has frozen behind me. The other people who have marched out in the field, plus the band director, have not realized my face is in the asphalt right now. But the parents who were there watching noticed. My mom immediately runs over, and she's got like 3 other mothers following behind her at the same time. And they're also like running at me. The people who are behind me, who are supposed to march on, have all frozen, and they're screaming at the band director to come over because I've fallen. And they're like, come on, like, band da da da, come on over, Mr. da da da, Mr. da da da. This is high school, by the way. So we're yelling. They're yelling. I'm on the ground. I'm like, my clarinet, my clarinet, my clarinet's broken, my clarinet's broken. And my mom's like, are you okay? Like, I don't care about your clarinet right now. Like, you literally just hit your head into the asphalt. Like, and she's checking over me to make sure I'm not bleeding on my head or on my skull or at my temples or anything, because I face first and kind of slid a little bit. My arm is definitely bloodied up because I caught my left arm, which now I have arm problems and wrist problems from this. Because how I hit it, I ended up knocking some nerves. And so, ta-da, now I have wrist problems. And I had to wear a brace for a while at school. Just because I was so, like, I had so much wrist problems after that. So I had the wrist brace on after this. I had to go to the hospital that same day because we had to make sure that, didn't break anything. And, for me, jumping into the... And then you got me, like, after hitting my head and doing all of that. I'm trying to get this skater thing. He is really trying to run away from me right now. Turd. Anyway, but my band director comes running over and he's like, oh my god, are you okay? Like, are you freaking, like, are you okay? What's going on? And at this point, they've decided, oh, we need to actually, like, help people get across this parking brake and help them move on. While one of them is making sure that I'm okay because I've gone, face first into the asphalt. And so we're all figuring out, okay, what the hell are we supposed to do? What's going on? How are we going to do this? And basically, my clarinet's split in half. I go to the hospital to make sure that I don't have concussion or anything of that nature. This is how I hit my wrist. They were like, oh, I might have knocked some nerves out, but they're not entirely sure, so they're just going to send me home because I didn't actually, like, hurt myself. I didn't have a concussion or anything, so we're just going to send you home from the hospital, la-di-dee, la-da-da. And I go home after this. And, of course, this is where we figure out, hey, you've got your wrist problems now, but, leg-wise, you're good. I go back into the marching band, and I don't have an instrument at this point. I don't have any instrument. I'm just marching to march because I don't got anything to do with it. I don't have any instrument to help with this. So, oh crap, I forgot about it. I need to go check something. Completely, don't have anything. My mom ended up having to help me. Like, we went to some antique stores around the area. We went to like 3 different antique stores. Then we went to the town that's like 30 minutes away. They ended up having a clarinet for sale. And, I forgot who that was. Who needs a turnip? Oh, Ella Adeline. Okay, now I gotta go find her. Oh, she's in the center. Yay. But, moved up, so extra time. And turn in the turnip. And so we find a clarinet, and they're like, okay, we'll give it to you. It was like 150 or something, but because they're like, hey, why are you looking at the clarinet? And we basically said, hey, I busted my head and we're doing okay now, but we need to figure out like what we can do for this. Like, I need a clarinet to be able to march. And I think they gave it to us for like $100. And so I got the clarinet, yay. Now I can go around and basically do the stuff that I need. Oh hey, it's actually what I needed for the one thing. And yay, you got this going for us. And I get my clarinet, I go back to marching, and there I go marching with the with everything. And at this point, the school is saying, oh, we don't need, it was your own fault for falling on our parking brake, and it's your fault that you had the accident. So, and it was your idea to march on the parking brake, basically. So we shouldn't have to pay for your $1,000 instrument. And my band director, of course, did not like that because he did take fault for it to be like, hey, we did have this issue. We had this issue. Like, it's the whole reason she needs it replaced. And it did take over like a year before they finally decided, hey, we're going to cough up the money and get you the clarinet and, not have the issue that we have. But I had to very much like be on their asses and be like, hey, you need to we need to get this clarinet back, we need to do this, we need to do that, over and over and over again. And so needless to say, my clarinet, they repaired it, it's back to normal. And I got to have my wood clarinet, but then I also got my plastic clarinet out of that too. And so I have both of those, and then I found an antique clarinet at one of the shops. And I ended up grabbing that because again, it was like I think it was like $100 or 140, 130, 140, something like that. And it has an extra button on it that I don't recognize as much, so I'm going to need to actually get like someone who professionally looks at clarinets, get them to clean it up. Honestly, I could bring it back home and then have them look over it, because I have a clarinet instructor back home that probably would be able to be like, hey, this is probably the reason why it has this extra key. So, fun facts of clarinets for today. Of course, I'm over here yawning. I did spend a lot of my time. Oh, I'm supposed to ask Juniper if. Oh, nope. Apparently, I can. I was just trying to talk to Witchmanoodle. But basically, that was the whole spiel of having a clarinet. Woohoo! And now, I would say like my clarinet is the vital instrument just because I have 3 of them. And I also have having all of these different instruments around. Now, one thing. We're probably, the one thing I didn't like about, having, like, the clarinet and then basically the mentalities around it was the idea that, apparently I'm supposed to next week go rest up. Okay, so apparently we're gonna go. Who is Balor again? Oh, him, the cute one. I think he's cute. And I think March is cute. So Reese is like number 3, but I'm a fan of Balor. I do need to go say hi to Dozy. Let's go say hi to Dozy. Is it over here? Oh, no, that's the clinic. Whoopsies. That is definitely not where I'm supposed to go. I think Dozy's up here. That's one of these top houses. Yeah, bathhouse. There's Dozy. Pet. Pet Dozy. Though, I'm sure my dog would appreciate me not petting another dog. I keep yawning, but I think that's partially has to do with me, having as much. I'm trying to find that table that you do the copper stuff on. Where is it? I know it's around. There it is. Oh, I need 2 more and I can make a copper bar. How much is it for the shovel? Okay, so you need 4 extra copper bars. So I need 2 more sets of 10 of copper, and then I'd be able to make the shovel for that one request. That shouldn't be too hard to do, to be honest. Is this the where I need to go? Yes. See, is there anything I need to donate? Nope. Anyway, I guess I should get back to what I was saying about the mentality about clarinets. Of course, you guys probably would think, okay, you think clarinet, you're automatically thinking Squidward. Fair. I can be fair to that because I agree that was the mentality for a while was, oh, you're Squidward, right? Which, of course, at the beginning did not make me really did not know if I really wanted to play clarinet at that point. But that was mostly in school, or in middle school. In high school, it didn't really matter at this point, because at this point, there were both popular kids and then band kids all in the marching band. So a lot of the mentalities of different instruments just kind of went away. But then I got into college, and college was, of course, really fun for me to do. It was really fun for me to be a part of. But I also learned at this point, they all did not have the same ideology where it came to, oh, you're playing clarinet, you can also be a part of the jazz band. And for those, fun fact about me is that I love jazz. I love jazz band. I love playing, like, hearing Benny Goodman play his clarinet and doing, like, different jazz songs. Oh, I thought I didn't turn that in. He is one of my favorites to hear, to listen and, hear him play and stuff. And it was actually it's a lot of fun for me to hear him. And whoops. Nope. So I have that. There we go. But I've told them I went to undergrad. I was like, oh, I love playing the instrument right now. I really love, being a part of it. And basically, I love playing jazz on my clarinet. I love improving. I literally went to school before school even started. I was learning about jazz in high school, and I was trying to go out of my way to learn about it. Went to undergrad, and they proceed to tell me, oh, well, we don't know if we can allow you to be a part of the marching band because, well, one, you're not a music major. You are simply just someone who's interested in playing marching band or being a part of the jazz band. But also, we don't allow clarinets to be a part of that because clarinets are not jazz. And that was the response I got was, well, of course you, because of this, you mean, you know, jazz band is not actually for clarinets. And let me tell you, that sort of stuff really irked me because I'm sitting here like, you know, I've gone out of my way to do these different things. I've gone out of my way to basically learn the jazz, do different things, and or to supply reserves. Okay. Oh, and introduced for the reserves. Okay. So we have all of this going on, and all of a sudden, so I didn't get back, well, I had been in jazz band since middle school. I was a part of the middle school jazz band, I was part of the high school jazz band, I was a part of the elite jazz band in high school, even though I was not necessarily supposed to be a part of it because, again, clarinets were not a part of jazz. And then I get to undergrad, and then it's just like immediately, no way, Jose, you're not going. So this kind of situation went on, and that was the mentality I didn't really like about clarinets, was that, you know, we're going out of our way to do these different things, but oh, hello. Okay, cool. And then, you know, that's where it kind of ended off on. But I still continued playing my clarinet in both, in school. Oh, there's Darcy. Hello. Yes, I'm Darcy. If you're ever in the mood for a nice cup of coffee or sweet treat, please feel free to swing by. Okay, so we have Darcy, who are you? Vera. If you're looking for a new hairstyle, you come to the right person. My name's Vera. I'm a traveling hairstylist. Happy to teach you any hairstyle I know. I'll just pick which one you want and I'll put you down. Ooh, cool. Who else is here? Who are you? Oh, Mary. Mary's Antique Markets. I sell all sorts of unique furniture that I've sourced and resourced myself. Okay. Which, let's see. She's got a lovely cottage counter, haunted attic bed, bakery dessert cafe, haunted toilet. Let's see who this is. Oop. Apparently he's clothing. Louis. Greetings and salutations. I'm an article of clothing. And it is article stocks. Maid dress, long sleeve, pumpkin earrings, cat ears, striped bucket hat, paisley bandana, pumpkin beanie, and a short pleated skirt. Okay. I can see myself buying a few things around here. She said that this had like fruits and stuff. Let's see. Okay, so she has like a little bit of everything kind of going around here. You can do a lot. There's pudding. Caramelized moon fruit. I'll take one of those, please. Please summon Darcy's menu. I order simply that. Infrastructure proposal. These from the Western Ruin, the brother of mine. He's obsessed with mystery paths. Which this is good. I'm just kind of getting everybody, talking to everybody, and seeing how everybody is doing. Which is like, you know, first market, you gotta chat with the people. Turn in that I've done some introductions. You should give me money. Oh, I've got wavy long tails, twin buns, half bun fringe. Excuse me. I think I'm gonna do the wavy long buns, actually. And I'm just gonna put them. Now I can equip that hairstyle. And I guess so if I take my hat off, I can actually, like, you know, customize the hair. So that's what I would look like. Of course, the hat's like, what are you doing? If I do that, that's what I look like. And then I've got different hair accessories, like the bandana, the ribbons. Oh, that would be cute. Have some little ribbons in my hair. What about a bow? What does the bow look like? I'm gonna do the ribbons. I look cute with the ribbons in my hair. Now, over here, I was looking at... I did like the cat ears and the pumpkin beanie. But I may also get some furniture because I haven't really thought about doing furniture. And I like this cottage counter. So it'd be kind of cool to have... Or get a toilet. I think I'm gonna get that. Oh, technically I can get a toilet too. Get it away. There's another reason why I wasn't trying to spend all my money, because I was like, there's a market soon, so I want to make sure I can get stuff at the market. I don't know what's gonna be there, but I gotta make sure I got the stuff for it. So I think we're going to the mines today. We got some food, so we can actually like go down to the mines and see what we got down here. Because as we know, we get to basically go in and be like, how do we get down? Oh, Pete. Cool. I'm gonna be like, guess I can't, yeah. Can't get over there yet. There we go. Descend. Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hehe. Sucker. Ah. This one's a sucker. He's doing 12 damage and then I'm up here doing 1. Smack you. Run. I guess this one I'm just gonna have to smack and run. Smack and smack and run. Smack, smack. Run. Smack, smack. Ooh, what's that? Here, eat a potato. So you can pick this up. A monster shell. Interesting. This is what I get for, Monster Fang. Okay. This is what I get for not expanding my, my backpack for this. I think you can try to come over here, but you can't. Act all shiny too, but, I mean, you still can't get over here. I have to go over there myself. And really, the question is if I really want to do that. What I want to do is go here. Try to get this node of iron. And then try to harvest this. Oh, sweet root. Okay. That's what I really want, is these gems. Which, now I gotta figure out. Ooh, we got a great snack even when it's raw. Let's eat that then. Perfect. Because now I can take all this stuff. I don't know if it's gonna be like one of those where you get to like level 5 and that's when it decides to, you know, give you stairs, or like not the stairs, but the elevator. Ooh, I've leveled up. Sure hope so, because I am down here just trying to. Ooh, got money. I see one hiding. Yeah. Ow. I'm gonna need to eat that soup thing she gave me. Or the pudding that I got. I definitely need to learn the cooking lesson because holy moly. It'd be nice to be able to like hit stuff and then be able to be like, oh, I just eat something and go. So far, no ladder. I like the little shroom. He's cute. I love him. Oh, poor thing. I just smacked him. What if you just be my friend? Ah, no. I'll just wait for you to open. Haha, I did it. Might need to actually eat the cabbage that I had. Okay. I was mostly in here to get all this iron. So my thought is... Or not the iron, but the copper. Because I need that for... making those shovels. And I can upgrade my stuff too. Anyway, I do like that I can break these boxes too. Oh, the poor little mushroom buddy is over here. Yep. Let's see if he... Might be just waiting until he actually gets his little butt up. There we go. I want to know what this is. Oh, it's just another ruby node. Okay. Swim. Ooh. I think I am out of room. If that's the case. Scrap metal helmet. Okay. Oh, I still have not found. Yep. Okay, I'm just trying to find this. Thank you. Okay, cool. So it was 5. Yeah, different 5 floors. I was like, I'm almost out of energy. I probably should just call it a day. But I need to figure out if I can donate monster stuff. I got a lot of monster things. Ooh, toadstools I can, though. Wings are archaeology, flora, insect, and fish. Ew, okay. So what I got? Rocky shell, sometimes dropped by claws, used in cooking and crafting. Pointed fang, used in cooking and crafting. This helmet, equipped to do defenses. And then pizza. More crafting material. I got a lot of crafting things today. But apparently, if I... Or is it one of those that, like, have to actually, whoops, I have to actually equip from my bag. Okay, cool. Apparently, I just did that, so... Whoa. I love my camera has now decided to start working because now I just got blinded by the light. Well, I don't know why, but we're gonna still continue with this little faceless stream just because, you know, why not? I've turned it off anyway just because I was like, you know, I'm just gonna make sure that, you know, we can chat and do our things. Oh, you got me some wood. Yay! So there's that. So likely poisonous, which will probably not use for anything. I do want to keep some rubies just to have. Ooh, and a stone storage chest. I want to put that down. Wonder if I can... How do I... Okay, that gives me like another storage chest for the stuff. But what I want to do is go ahead and sell some things too. Ta-da! Then tomorrow we're gonna go make some iron bars. With my little, you know, bows in my hair type of thing. There I go, yawning again. I guess I should also let you guys know about, so I was like, oh, you know, we'll just kind of play some, okay, so we have the Spring Festival of Flowers, especially new booths, recently are making new booths, March is juggling, we'll be juggling, everyone's gathering flowers. Sure, neighbor. So glad. We celebrate the Spring Festival. A special type of flower. It's called Breath of Spring. You can only find it in Mistria. So the more you collect, the better the festival will be. Whoever gathers the most. Sure, teach me. So Breath of Spring can usually drop as a bonus item while doing various activities. Include farming, fishing, mining, and more. Try to collect as much as you can by the Spring Festival. The more you collect, the more rewards you can have. Ooh. That sounds like fun. As the first time of us doing the Spring Festival, I mean. Now I'm like, yeah, let me see if there's anything I can get anything from this. I wonder if it comes from, like, farming, and, you know, got the farming going on. I do need to up. I see that I have some pretty cool stuff going on. I may do something with mining, up something on the mining aspect. I don't know if I would do anything for the... Probably could do something for farming. Let's see. Oh, cabbage slaw. Your cabbage shipment made my morning. Ooh, okay, thanks. Why don't you give me a big potato recipe? Sure. Sure, thank you. That was not super, alright. Flow of magic has been increased. Humans lived, I'm in the power of myself. Wish I could remember some more. Oh. It's okay. Prepared picker. Speed the growth. Going to bed with 0 stamina gives a stamina boost the next day. Planting a seed will sometimes also water the soil. Ooh, I like that. Refund the stamina. I do like refunding stamina. I do like... We looked at those. So cooking. Water not, want not. Cooking the dish will return one of the ingredients. Ooh. Cooking time will be reduced by 10 minutes. Restorative cooking. Result in more restorative transition, which is grants an HP and stamina buff. Ooh. Blacksmithing. You want to see wood crafting, hammer time. Breaking a branch sometimes drop. Oh yeah, we did that. Ranching we haven't actually unlocked yet though. So cooking, I think I want to unlock that restorative cooking. And then I have 14 left. I think I want to seed version. I want that. So now I've got that, and this cooking buff unlocked. Because I feel like that will give us a pretty nice buff for doing the different stuff around town. Which now I just kind of get to do whatever I want to. We can go see if there's anything. The copper shovel is something I want to try and do. Ooh, and I just got Breath of Spring, which actually I needed the clay too. So, perfect. You guys didn't see that, but I was totally dancing because I so got that, and that was awesome. Gotta get a pike, which isn't too big of an issue there. Forgot who needs the clay though. Our girl with her, and then so she needs that. I need to figure out where she is though. She is at the inn. Well, let's just turn around and go back this way. Because she needs the clay. I also am going to be learning to cook. Josephine made it just in time. We're about to start the class. Can't wait. Wonderful. We've got Balor chopping vegetables. I wouldn't have thought my knife technique could get any better, but Jo here is a talented woman. Selena's tending to the cauldron. Turns out a watchpot does boil. And Raina and I are about to give our expert guidance. Come over here, Heather. You'll help me sort out the produce. I'm like, sure. Oh, I thought this was a private cooking lesson. Nonsense. The more the merrier. Come on. In March. That'd be so funny if they put March over with me. It's like, here. Yes. Please give me the cooking tutorial. Open the cooking menu. Select what you want to cook. Ingredients. Okay. Unlock skills. So new recipes can be purchased or learned. And there's ta-da! Wonderful job, everybody! This is going to make my time on the road so much more bearable. I should have asked for these lessons ages ago. It's too good to use up leftovers I already got. Or it makes production out of cooking, but it wasn't that hard. So, proud of us learning these new steps. Yay, we got to learn these different things. Thanks for coming on in. So, yay, I've learned to cook. Now I'm going to go back in because the one I need to talk to is right here. Woo! And so basically I can come over here and get whatever I need for. So I would just say do 1, cook. Probably my skill went up for that. I'm over here just, you know, made restorative sliced turnip. Woohoo! That means I can regen some stuff. So now we're gonna go and we're gonna get some more copper bars because that was my whole reason of coming into town, to be honest. It was not to do anything else, it was just to make copper bars. 2, please. I don't mind it taking the 40 minutes. Woo! We learned it! Eh? There. So what was it? The shovel. I need to be mining level 4. 1 does that. I'm almost there. Look. That means I need to get more iron just to be able to be like, hey, do that instead. Orchid Manus. Ooh, that one said it was new, so yay, we can just deposit the stuff. Looks like someone's still sleepy. I'm not sleepy. I have to mess with him a little bit, because he's fun to mess with. Ooh, is that a... Oh, it was just something on... Oh, it's just this. I seriously thought that was like a caterpillar or something. But, you know, we're getting our breath of spring going for us today. So that's a good thing. We're getting our stuff ready. Which I feel like I'm just going around collecting stuff because... Well, one thing I need to do is try to find the pike for... Not Ulrich, but... For, one of the guys was like, oh, I need pike. And I'm over here like, I don't know where pike is, but I guess I will help you to find it. Trapped. That'd be something if I try to catch this big old fish. No! Don't leave me. Apparently it left me. It did not love me. I will take this extra. Whoops. Apparently I will not take this because my butt decided to whoopsies. Because I ran out of room. Oops. There I go swimming. Now that I can, or now that I realize I could swim, I'm just gonna do that. Because I think they said the Orchid Mantis was new, so I need to go and return, or put that into the museum. And then we can go from there. I think there was one thing Adeline was wanting to talk to me about, so I probably need to go do that as well. Try to open that part up. But I was trying to find the trout, because I figured the trout was probably going to be the easiest. Oh look, both of those I did not have. Let's see, fish. Multiple seasons, spring pond fish. Will say I think I'm doing pretty good about, you know, finding the stuff. If I don't water the ground. Let's see. Where are my quests? Crafting tutorial. Bring me 10 wood. Go to the manor house. Oh yeah, manor house is what I need to do. I'll just go ahead and do that instead. I'm already in the area, might as well. So, I don't know, I start to lose like track of like what I want to talk about or something, and I'm like, ah, crap, and then I'm like, oh, I should probably talk about certain things. And then I start talking about the game, so brain is like right in the area. I don't do that. So Valen is wondering about like our like supplies we should do. So she's trying to get to work on that. And then there's me who's like, hello, I'm here. I mean, I guess it's probably like a produce thing they'll probably want us to get, or maybe just storage of stuff. Thanks for answering my letter. I have sent personal requests for those who might be able to rebuild the emergency stockpile. Stop by all your enthusiasm too. You ship 10 crops to help resupply our rations. I'll give you these seeds so you start locally grown crops keep well and they're filling and nutritious. Oh, okay. I mean, I can easily do that. That's like no problem. No problem. You even gave me this stuff so I don't have to spend my money. That is no problem. I've already been sending this stuff, to be honest. So, I can easily just go back home and go ahead and plant these. And then we'll have those set out onto the farm. And now the one more, which where is my little poke? Oh, I can get, hold on. Go over here. Somebody needed a caterpillar. So I'm gonna go ahead and catch that. Where is my hope? Here's my hope. Let's see, what do I need to put away? I need to learn that. Whoops. That would actually open up a space. Let's do that. Ta-da! Learned vegetable soup. Grab my hoe. We'll just flop. Put that right there. Ta-da! To be honest, it will be like all the stuff that I've done so far, which is pretty much all of the stuff that they've had. Technically I could go ahead and sell those 3 and then just send it off. I might do that then. Let's do that. Go ahead, send those potatoes to Phenol. And then I need to figure out who was needing a caterpillar. Oh, Luke. Luke was needing a caterpillar. Right. Oh, I forgot. It's not going to actually tell me where people are unless I go in here to Mistria. Might as well do some fishing and see if I can get any... get the pike that the other person was wanting to. Maybe. Maybe. What was that? Ooh, I got a pike. Sure. That is a 2. I almost held up my hand too, and you guys aren't seeing the camera. Okay. We have a 2. 2 things to donate. Let's see. Luke is in the farm, and I think it's the one that's in the, yeah, it's him up top too. So, there he is. Here is a caterpillar. Ooh, give me a rice ball. That's nice. And then we'll come up here. And then we'll also... Not you. Not you. I need to go in here. There you are. That'll work. And then I got the little rice ball, which I'm actually going to eat now. Here we go. And since my stamina was down... Let's see. That one has the stuff. Yeah, the copper shovel, which honestly what I probably should do while, you know, it's only 7 right now. We can go out to the mines for a little bit and just get some more copper to turn into copper bars. So then I'll be able to make the copper shovel. Might as well get some berries. I can eat them if I need to, and then sell them what I don't eat. So, ta-da! Let's go ahead and go down to level 5. Get the... I like the little music it has. It's almost like a little adventure music. I don't know what I just threw at him, but I threw something. He's dancing. Look at him dancing. Oh, and then he just danced at me. I gotta get Mr. Patooey. Damn. That's what I needed him. I needed him more over here so I can actually see when he's patooeying. Ooh, yay. He gave me copper. For beating him up. Now I have stone, I just need to open the... There we go. There we go. Oh, that was cool. I could just... Eh, don't like it now. No. No. Okay. Nope. He's like, ah, you electrocuted her. I'm just gonna run around. Haha. Run away. Perk you up again. Haha. See ya, sucker. I swear, I'm so much more like, when it comes to like actual shooting, like shooter games and stuff, I'm like, I can't aim worth a darn, and then I get into these and I'm like, I totally hit you like that. It's fine. Let's get the stuff going. This is giving me extra copper to totally take up for 17. 17. Now that I realize I can jump down the cliff. I can do that. Yeah. It's getting late, so I should head home. Because I'm a sleepy girl. Comes to, you know. My little bedtime is coming after me for that. Which, to be honest, is probably a good bedtime for me in general. Because then I gotta get ready and actually go back to work tomorrow. So, yay. But we also have the Lunar New Year is tomorrow, as well as the solar eclipse. So hope you guys are ready for that. Be sure to wear some red. That is to get some good luck for the new year. Let's sell some stuff. Sell those berries, sell the fish. That's that. Sell those too. That's good enough for me. Oop, I just picked him up. Whoops. Sorry, bud. I was trying to just pet him. Hit the A button because I'm thinking it should just be like pet, and it's actually pick up. Pick you up. 337 gold. Woohoo. And our town rank has gone up, so yay. Actually, it's gone up 2 levels. What the heck? So, I will call that stream for today, since I can go and, you know, have to get ready for bed and all that fun stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. It was a faceless stream, so hopefully you guys didn't miss seeing my face too much. But, of course, my camera having to start working at the last, like, 10-15 minutes of this, of course, had to happen. That's how my luck is. But it's just a funny luck, you know, gotta do that. I plan to continue these streams like Monday and Thursday. I know this past couple of weeks I haven't been doing that. Just some things kind of came up with mental health things and trying to just get ready and do things, and also trying to build being consistent with things. That's probably the issue that I have the most, so I'm gonna try and be a bit more consistent with these sort of things. But I will see you guys in the next stream. Be sure to follow the TikTok, Heather Witch YT, or there's also Heather the Sunflower Witch for Instagram. Usually I post the stream announcements on Twitch or TikTok. And then I try to post like different clips and stuff that you see on YouTube and Twitch and TikTok. So you'll see all of them. But anyway, I will see you guys in the